Good day and welcome to my weekday devotional for Monday, the 15th of April. And our reading is from Matthew chapter 28 and verses 12 and 13. And having come together, that is, the chief priests, they consulted with the elders. They took a large sum of money and gave it to the soldiers, saying, "Say that his disciples came during the night while we were asleep and stole him." Like many others, I have had the experience of working nights, mostly from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. the next morning. We would do the night shift 1 week in 3, which meant the body never got used to a regular sleeping pattern. Therefore, the urge to drift into sleep could be quite strong. We do not know if those guarding the tomb of Jesus had any kind of shift pattern, or that they had to work through the night as and when they were commanded to do so. However, it would seem likely that it was a commonly known fact amongst the guards that guards could succumb to sleeping during their night shift. We can assume that since the chief priests and the elders thought it was a believable excuse to present to the governor, so they did. In view of the events of that night, it would seem reasonable to state that the guards were asleep, during which time the disciples stealthily managed to roll the stone away and make off with the body of Jesus. It seemed the obvious answer to the open and empty tomb. There may be times when we are asked to believe the obvious, but we must be aware that the obvious is not necessarily God's way of doing things. It would have seemed obvious to the Israelites that as they stood on the shore of the Red Sea, the Egyptian army would slaughter them. This was obvious, but it was not God's way, as we read in Exodus chapter 14 and verse 13. But Moses told the people, "Don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. The Egyptians that you see today will never be seen again." May we not be the victims of the obvious, so that we will be able to see the salvation of God. Have a great day.